Are they really?
They are.
It's 22 there. Is that
Andres?
Andres off the right side. I don't know if that was buck sweep or down. I think that was just buck sweep. Noblesville comes out in a 4-4 defense there and gives up the big play. That's Noblesville Trophies touchdown. Couldn't see the action on the line of scrimmage. I believe that was buck or double dive. I don't know exactly what play that was, Coach.
Yeah, I couldn't. I was watching the defensive setup as the play was snapped, so I did not get a glance at it.
Noblesville's definitely got some talent in the second and third levels, but up front just don't have the size you traditionally have. And against, looks like Center Grove is very big and very disciplined up front.
A little counter crisscross action on the extra point.
Quarterback's out in front making a block. Is Graham Alvey. Is that? Did they go for one or two? I didn't.
They
see.
went for one, I believe, and that was number one. Speaking of one, that was Leighton Ray on the carry there.
So they give him two.
Maybe it was two.
Maybe they went for two. If you're going to run crisscross, you may as well, I guess.
That's exactly right.
So that's 8-0 right out of the gates. Under a minute down in this first half, and Center Grove executes belly, executes, I believe, buck sweep, and executes
counter crisscross.
Noblesville will have to zone in and just, take their lumps and adjust and see what they can do.
Yeah, and I think Center Grove, in typical wing tee fashion, establish belly, establish buck, and everything else kind of permeates off of that.
Yeah, it's just watching all these games, and this just goes back to the culture and the tradition and the fundamentals that you guys have instilled down there in Center Grove all these years. Just the crispness of the play, how quick the ball snapped, handed off across line of scrimmage. It's just different. It's just a little different level with what you guys do down there, and it shows, and it matters.
Details are important at no matter what level you're playing.
Bronson Grant on to kick for Center Grove. Looks like he's I'm going to be shocked here, but I don't think I see an onside kick coming here. And he kicked it right down the pipe. Snagged out of the air beautifully by 43.
Yep.
That was King Hall. I hear he's quite an athlete as a fifth grader. Rumor is he can do a full flip in full pads.
Couldn't tell who had the tackle there. It looks like number 50 there on the tackle for Center Grove. Joseph Swift.
Really nice snag out of the air by Hall, who comes off. He looks like an explosive player.
You talk about tradition. Joseph Swift's uncle was the running back the first year that Center Grove won the state championship in the 3 onside kick game to
no kidding.
Against Carmel. Luke Swift. Yep.
I think we got Max Osborne under center, number 6 for the Grinders. They're going to run a toss pass here, Coach. That's the theory.
Oh boy, they got options. And it almost got picked.
Yeah, 4 from Center Grove cut that under Nolan Shipman. I was tipped off that was going to be their first play. If you watch Caden Beerstrom, number 11, he kind of stuttered in his route early, and it just threw the whole timing of the play, and he lost a step.
If he hadn't stuttered, they might have had something there.
They might have had something, because that was a pretty good throw. I didn't see who was at tailback there who threw that ball. It's either Jimmy Canada or Dawson Cornell.
The tough thing about that, when it doesn't work, you put yourself in second and long.
Right. Canada 12, you'll see him get the ball. 22's Dawson Cornell. You'll see him run the ball.
Center Grove up, pressing on the line of scrimmage there a little bit.
It's nice little just A-gap ISO.
Yep.
Looked like we had Dawson Cornell 22. Very big, fast running back. Picks up 5. That's a nice gain after a first down. It's a nice gain on second down.
Right.
Bring up a 3rd and 5.
Right.
And they're in that short eye with the wing. Tight right. Wing
left. Looks like
left.
they got some leverage here on this side, down at the bottom. We'll back inside. We'll gain a 2.
Coming up a 4th and a couple here. I believe that wasn't Cornell. That might have been Canada.
Looks like Keeney and Geiger in on that.
That was Jimmy Canada 12 there on the carry. 4th and 2. Noblesville in the huddle. Nothing to panic here. I'd probably just keep it down up the middle. Looks like they're bringing that inside backer.
Oh boy, got him.
Yeah, they got the whole team to jump there.
Yep.
It's hard to get you guys to do that. I tried dozens of times. Good discipline.
Well, the tough thing is you get so anxious defensively, in the pass, and you don't see it. I glance over. There's no immediate distress on the Center Grove sideline. It's like, it happens. You want your guys to be aggressive and continue to be aggressive.
It's 1st and 10 from the 50. You're able to get Jimmy Canada off the left side, maybe gets half a yard on the outside zone play.
72, Bronson Grant made a great play on that from his defensive end position. He was a 5th grader on our team last year. Man, really hit a growth spurt. He looks absolutely amazing. His brother is going to be a varsity guard for us, a guard or tackle for us this year, and I coached him as well too. He's going to be a really good player.
He made a really nice play there. He fell all the way down.
It's like boot almost.
It's boot, but they're trying to hit the wing back in the flats coming across the formation. But again, Center Grove discipline. Those outside linebackers are not going to evacuate. They're going to be home and looking for that man to cross their face, and they took it away. Going to bring up a 3rd and 9. It's the thing about playing Center Grove. I felt like there's certain things that worked against other teams, and they'd fall for it. A screen or a wedge or just certain things that always work. And when we played you guys, it didn't work, or it was just the window was a little bit smaller or quite a bit smaller, and it makes it tough. I look for Ozzie. They're going to shotgun here. I'm looking to try to probably hit Bierstrom down here on the bottom end. That was a little shovel pass.
Interesting concept.
That was that King Hall on a little shovel pass. But, again, I think Nobles is going to have a hard time blocking those inside 1 and 3 techs. As you can see there, 91 for Center Grove was completely unblocked. Cash Daniels.
Yep.
Just slanted and not even touched. And it's just going to be hard to Center Grove owns a size advantage there and a strength advantage. So you're going to have to cut them or just try to get the ball outside a little quicker.
Inside Harding, Riddle, and Daniels.
Here's Trips again. They're probably going to just run toss, or maybe they'll try to go back to that toss pass. I don't know.
Oh, he fell again.
Yeah, and he was trying to run the ball. That's at Cornell. He picked it up.
Oh, my goodness, he did pick it up.
He did pick it up. He's got wheels. He's got wheels.
Really?
A gain of about 11 there. That's Dawson Cornell.
Yep.
And he made a real nice move and broke a tackle. Yeah, he's a big kid, fast.
Yep. Lay and Story in on the tackle there. I'm sorry, it's Nolan Shipman, not Story. Sorry.
Just based off early returns here, I think Nobles is going to have to try to get the ball outside. I think they're going to have a tough time running up the middle. Just a big advantage to Center Grove there. There's just a little quick pass out to the edge. Again, it's Jimmy Canada. Picks up about 4 or 5. Just a long handoff there.
Yep. I was just going to say, they're trying to figure out little nuances there to get the ball where they want to get the ball to. Bronson Grant's really pressing upfield right there, doing a really good job of pressure, number 72. And Noblesville's doing what they need to do to get the ball on the edge right there.
Max Osborne with putting that ball right on the money. And Cornell's a big kid. This kid's legit. He's a 6th grader. I'd heard about him coming as a 5th grader, and he ended up not playing football that last year. And then he came back this year, and I'm sure Coach Ely's pretty happy about that decision.
Yeah, Dawson Cornell looks like a really good – he has a good body type.
A little bit of little no-huddle action here. Just going to run a straight dive.
Right.
It's going to be close. They're going to be close. It's going to be – I think they're going to be about a foot short. Bring up about a 4th and a half a yard.
Depends on which official marks it, I think.
Wow, they gave him a much better spot. They'll make a decision. They're giving him the first down.
Boy, that was close. I'm surprised they didn't measure that.
So far, so good. I like what I'm seeing out of this offense. A little more diversity.
Yeah, and I think, Center Grove's sitting in, too. They're settling in a little bit.
Trying to learn what the heck's going on here, yeah.
They want to continue to, looks like they want to continue to try to find ways to get the ball to the edge.
Quickly, yeah. So if you're a defensive coordinator now and you're kind of seeing a little bit about Noblesville's doing, what do you think and what adjustments are you making? It's all new to you. So what?
Yeah, and it's tough. You don't know what scheme exactly they're exactly running. Center Grove's giving them different looks defensively right now. They're moving to over and under fronts pretty quickly right now, so it's tough to figure that out.
Just a little short toss there.
I think they got, their flow is really, really good defensively.
Yeah, I'm trying to see the inside backers. Honestly, one of the backers took kind of a bad step and kind of a jump, and his read steps weren't great there on that toss, but he ended up getting there.
Yeah, as long as you get there in numbers, sometimes that, if you can run defensively, sometimes that makes a big difference.
We would really show your film a lot. You and I shared film over the last several years, and worked against me, but it worked for me more than against me. But watching your linebackers on the snap of the ball was very good for our guys to learn how to get your trigger the right way.
Watch this. So they just moved defensive end inside now to D tackle. So they moved the D tackle out on the edge. So they're expecting something.
Oh. A crafty little play by
that was
Max Osborne. Shuffles that ball forward.
Almost Mahomes, Kelsey-like there, right?
Yeah, you guys ran Center Grove ran a little stunt there. That's why they moved those guys. They're running that loop stunt. I like that. The end just slanted hard. 8 looped around.
Now they're back in.
He's just going to throw it up to 11, Bierstrom. Not a bad series. Picked up a couple first downs. Now's where it's going to, see if Noblesville can stop him. That first series was 2 plays and a touchdown, so it's going to be interesting to see how this goes. If Center Grove runs through them again, that's a team will start to get a little bit demoralized.
Center Grove looked really crisp on their first series offensively.
Yeah, I'll say just from watching all day, these are 2 of the better teams in this league this year. I would think they're both going to have pretty good seasons, but there's a lot to be said, a lot to learn.
It's just an ISO play there.
That was really good. 22 for Noblesville. Cornell came up really hard, the linebacker, and took on the block and kind of plugged that hole up. He played aggressive. He really came in there hard. That'll be the end of the first quarter. After 1, Center Grove Junior Trojans 8, Grinders 0. We'll be back after these quick messages.
Audio Video Security is Indiana's premier K-12 audio, video, and security provider. Blades is a design-built firm that provides high-quality solutions that are designed, engineered, installed, and warranted by our team of experts. For 18 years, we've helped schools and local businesses see and hear more clearly. Whether it's your sound system, your displays, your network, or your building security, ask how our experienced team can serve you.
All right, we're back here at Beaver Stadium, where the start of second quarter, Center Grove Junior Trojans are up on the Noblesville Grinders 8-0. Center Grove does have the ball, 2nd and 8 from their own 26-yard line to start this quarter. Noblesville has made a small adjustment. Looks like they're in a 50 defense now from their 4-4.
Yeah, that Center Grove offensive line looks really, really strong right now.
I feel like they're in a funky alignment, though, with their 50 on the weak side. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Weak side A-gap looked wide open.
Yep.
Big run. If you look at that alignment, I felt like the nose was on the strong side, and then their next guy on the weak side was all the way out what we call 3-tech between the guard and tackle. So that from the center to the right guard, that whole area was uncovered.
And you get Geiger with the ball in his hands running downhill, and it's a tough day.
He's a load.
He runs so hard. He's not as big as his cousin Luke was, but he runs really hard.
Cherry ran as hard as anybody I've ever seen. Tight wing left here.
Little scissors action there.
Nice play by the Grinders there. Somebody, I can't tell the number. I think that's Connor Skelton. It's Hayden's little brother. He's a tough one. He's a feisty rascal.
Yep.
That was Connor Skelton, 10. Little undersized. He played in center and playing D-line, and he's good. That was a really nice play by him.
That last name, he ought to be good.
Yes, sir.
His older brother was really good last year.
Lots of one on the play. Tackle was made by number 10, Connor Skelton.
They're really, do we even have a corner up top? They're in a strange
They're gonna
defense.
string this out a little bit. Had a hold of the jersey there.
That's 54 for Noblesville. That's Evan McCain. He's actually filling in. That's really good work by Evan. His hands were good. He set that edge. It's A.J. Gonzalez is a returner for us who plays that position. Normally, A.J.'s out of town this weekend. He's a heck of a player, but I'll tell you, McCain played that beautifully. He used his hands. He strung it down the line of scrimmage and made the play.
That was the wingback Nolan Shipman on the carry there, number 4.
3rd and 9. They're staying a 40. I think they're just walking.
Counter crisscross again. Oh, no.
Holding, maybe? I lost the ball, Coach.
Yeah, it's counter crisscross again.
It's either holding or face mask.
Yeah, it's called holding.
So it's 4th and 10 or it's 3rd and 20. It's a big distance. He's taking them back. It's probably a good call.
That counter crisscross gets to be a little deadly. You get that buck sweep flow, and then you have the non-traditional guards pulling. You have the tackle and the tight end pulling, which really kind of changes the reads of the backers a little bit.
It's funny because it's a team will tend to adjust to it the second, third time, but you guys were really smart. That's the first time you ran it every game. It seemed like it was good. It was either counter or counter crisscross. Either one was a real problem.
Got a
Straight
pass
throw here.
Yep, great completion. Good throw, good catch.
So they're kind of back right where they would have been had they accepted the penalty or not accepted the penalty. It's going to be 4th and about 7 or 8.
That's Graham Alvey at quarterback here. Graham does a great job. Holds the ball up, throws the ball right on a dead strike. He does just all the little things so good. You know, we had a quarterback last year that we kind of came in and said, you know, we can run him because we felt very comfortable. If something happened, we could easily stick Alvey in just to be able to turn around and hand the ball off and know the offense. And he did such a really good job.
Oh, Smalling, yeah, he was pretty good. I remember that
Smalling's
kid.
a good
good
player.
feet. That was interesting there because Noblesville's, if you watch them, they're really walking down. They're playing real tight. So that corner was one-on-one. All you guys, all Center Grove did was run a hitch.
Right.
But the Bierstrom, the underneath linebacker, just wasn't anywhere to be found. He's getting hung up inside because he's playing the run. And so they left a wide open lane to throw that in. But, you know, that's where –
that's a great play call.
Yeah, and as with Ely, though, Coach Ely will look at that and go, you know, situation, 3rd and 19. I probably maybe should have backed him up a little. He'll question it and make some adjustments. But even 3rd and 19, I'm not 100% sure Center Grove's going to throw the ball, you know. There's almost no situation that I'm sure you're going to throw the ball. Well, this is a big play. This is a big play for the momentum of this game.
Agreed. Guess what? There's no punt team out there.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's going to hold. So, Coach McCoy, 4th and 7, this field position. What are you running?
You know, I don't know what they feel comfortable with and kind of that long to medium yards. You know, I don't know if they'll run some version of counter. Maybe they run scissors. I wouldn't be surprised, you know, they're bringing Ray into the game here, number 1 at wing, and they have Shipman out at receiver. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's not some form of a halfback pass potentially out of this.
I predict straight counter. Nope.
It's pass. And he caught it. And
Oh,
short.
great play.
Man, what a tackle.
I think that's Zayden Stanner. Yep, Zayden Stanner, returner.
Great open field
Number
tackle.
3. Great. Look at that. Zayden backs up, gives up the underneath throw, and then makes a wonderful tackle. I thought we were in trouble there.
Man.
Nice play, Zayden Stanner.
Wow, great. I thought, great again, I thought it was good defensive play, good offensive play.
Good football.
Alvey threw a great ball. Shipman came back and caught it. Man, they are really running that little hitch route to perfection. And, you know, the only downside to that is Noblesville's playing it to perfection too.
That's 2 completed passes for Center Grove. That's a new single season record for the Junior Trojans.
Well, at least maybe in the last 10 years, 15 years maybe.
Unbelievable. What's the air show up down there in Johnson County now? What's going on?
So this is what I was talking about, a little bit different look defensively. So they're
Little
giving
toss.
them different things here. Yep.
Little King Hall. This kid is
Oh,
something, man. This kid is something special. I've heard about him, and now I see it.
Wow.
They had him twice.
Wow.
That kid is something special. That's a 5th grader.
Wow.
Watch this. He just takes the toss and breaks a couple tackles in the backfield and just outruns them all.
Yep. I don't think Center Grove has anybody back there quite fast enough to catch him. Good job of getting the ball on the edge there. And, you know.
It's the first time Noblesville scored on Center Grove in about 4 years. Ty Holmes scored on you back when he's a sophomore now. Tells you how long it's been.
Well, you got to buckle down, man. It's football. You got 2 teams out playing hard, and you know, we'll come back. It'll come back, and both teams will make adjustments off of what they've seen here. We'll see what we get.
Coach Ely's going for 2. Kind of forced hand with Center Grove already having 2, I suppose.
We got a bunch formation up top here. Oh,
Yep.
with some motion too. Oh man. Oh,
What a
play!
That was nice.
What a play!
That was a great play. Max Osborne holding his own in there, the quarterback. Very nice play.
Man, great play. And your quarterback held in there just long
He
enough.
did.
Too.
He got smoked,
Man.
but he made it on, put it on the money, didn't he?
Yep.
Way to go, Ozzie.
That was Harding Riggle in there. You know, I'm not used to calling Kyvan Hardin Riggle. His name that we always call him Big Tasty, number 99.
That was some kind of drive Noblesville put together there.
Yeah, I mean, you got to come back and answer, right?
Right.
I mean, you did a good job, and it all started defensively for him, right?
Yeah, had a good defensive stand. Great
Right.
tackle by Zayden
Right.
Stanner. And I'll tell you that King Hall, I see why Coach Ely's very, very high on him. He's a player. Got number 5 out there is Camden Jackson. He remember his dad, Marlon Jackson, made a big play in the Super Bowl once, if I recall.
That is all that lineage you have over there.
We had Rick Venturi's grandson out here last year.
You did.
Noblesville is a hotbed of football. I don't know if you knew that or not, all the way up till 6th grade. Then we got really good soccer teams, baseball, basketball. We're getting there. It's going to be the Millers' year on the football field. All right. Connor Simmons here to kick it off.
Interesting concept here, bringing them all over to this side. Probably going to keep it down here inside between the hash and the, well, you know, that's not bad football right there. As long as you can keep them in that little niche, right?
Yeah, that worked out real nice.
Christian Clancy there on the carry for Center Grove. Now Center Grove's got to see if they can answer. You know, I think Noblesville's coming out defensively with a little bit of confidence here. I wouldn't be surprised if you don't see Center Grove kind of go back to maybe the buck sweep right off the bat, or either buck sweep or belly here, and try to force a little bit of their will out on them a little bit here.
They've Noblesville came out in a 40 that first series, and they came back the second series and with a lot different look. I mean, on the wing side, there's not a corner out there.
It's going to be an ISO back to the other way. Yep.
There
it is.
Good job by Dawson Cornell, 22. Did a really good job setting the edge there. They just ran ice.
Yep.
22 did a good job.
Yeah. Got to do a little bit better job on the edge there. And from a blocking standpoint, but Noblesville's reading it really well.
Tight wing left.
Here comes the old sweep again. Man, they sniffed that out.
They did.
That's Andres on the carry again for Center Grove.
Somebody won up front. I'm trying to see 38, I believe, for Noblesville. Aiden Thornburg. He won his battle up front and he turned that play in from the tackle position, and then Jimmy Canada came in from inside backer and cleaned it up.
Man, Canada has a good-looking body, long arms.
Yeah, he's a player.
What's he weighing? Do you know roughly?
120.0. I mean, he made weight, just right around there.
Man, what a huge advantage it is when you have those guys right at that weight limit that can run like that. I mean, a great open field tackle.
That was nice. Well, that's Coach Ely wants to talk this over on 3rd and long just to make sure that they're in the right positions based off. And this may go back to, the last time they got 3rd and long, 4th and long, they're throwing the ball a little bit. He may want to talk about that.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do is give up a big play here with 3 minutes and 20 seconds because Center Grove can hold, and they do a really good job of being able to eat the clock here. The flip side is now, over on the Center Grove side, it gives them a little bit of chance to take a deep breath. Maybe they change some things of what they want to do. But this is a good ball game here.
Yeah, I mean, it goes without saying a little bit. Both coaches coming in first game, they want to make a good impression. They don't want to say, oh, the program's falling apart, and I believe both guys are doing a pretty good job.
Absolutely.
This is a good football game so far. These are two really good teams.
Here's your new look. Here's a different look, right? Wildcat action here. Getting the ball out in space a little bit.
Another holding call. Number 11 got held there from Noblesville. They had the angles. I think he just they lost it a little and reached. I saw the play that happened. You got Center Grove had numbers out there. They make the blocks.
Well, nobody even came out on the bottom.
Yeah, let's see.
There's not a corner out there.
11's out here. Yeah, I don't know about that call. I'm a Noblesville guy, but
looks like yep. But if they threw it behind the line of scrimmage, it's not holding.
Well, they threw it down 4 or 5 yards downfield where the flag is.
Okay.
I saw it. I didn't see a hold there.
Holding on Center Grove, that'll push him back 10 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 16.
I guess
maybe
if it's holding versus offensive pass interference, I guess I get it.
Maybe he saw something I didn't see.
Yeah, I don't think I saw it either.
Oops, sorry.
I think the coaches will go back and look, and they think, ticky-tack on that one. But
I'm not above, admitting that sometimes we get calls at home, but I don't think these are our home guys.
Hey, here it is again, clock's winding down, seeing a little bit different set, a little shotgun set here out of Center Grove. This is what the high school kind of runs now, up more so than not right now. Wow. Yeah, great tackle.
I think that's 23, or is that 22? 23. Everett L. Yeah, that's Everett L. He's another inside backer that really a good player.
Great open field tackle.
He sniffed that out and came in there and made the play. Now with 2.5 minutes, Coach Ely might want to think about the timeout here. It's 4th and 20. 2.5 minutes left. They're going to let the clock go. He should have probably looked at a timeout a few seconds ago. I'm sure he's getting plenty of help from his coaching staff.
Yep. Center Grove calls timeout here.
Yeah.
Timeout, Center Grove.
Big
We got
play.
a football game. We got a football game here. This is interesting.
Big play here. 4th down and what looks to be about 16 maybe.
I think they're going to punt.
Yeah, don't hold your breath.
All right.
Don't hold your breath.
Fans, don't leave your seats. If you could see a Center Grove punt, it's like seeing a golden unicorn. It might happen.
You know, you got to give Noblesville credit though. You get that first series, and Center Grove just makes it look really easy. Like, okay, what are we going to get here? And man, Coach Ely and his crews really rallied the troops, and they've made some big plays. You know, that 4th down. I mean, that's not an easy tackle. 5th and 6th grade, even all the way in high school and college, a one-on-one there. That pass out from Alvey to Shipman, and that kid comes up from Noblesville. That corner makes a great play.
Zayden Stanner, that was nice.
Stanner, yeah, man, he did.
After that two play 60-yard drive, I was already trying to think how I'm going to talk Coach Ely off the ledge tomorrow, and for them to come back, pick up 2 or 3 first downs, and then hold them, and then put a drive together. Now we got something. This is equivalent of a Center Grove punt right here. Zayden Stanner on the coverage, and they're going to call him for pass interference.
But do remember, it's 15 yards. It's not an automatic
Well, the
first
guy
down.
needs to stay. The stick guy needs to stay. What's he doing? Yeah, it'll be
back another half a yard.
It's so watered down. I'm saying.
Well, it makes
it was
a
4th
lot
and
more
19, so it should be 4th and 4, right? Hold on here. They call something offensive?
No, they're going back to set the.
Okay.
It's not an automatic first down, folks. This is not the NFL.
They only giving him 10 yards.
Well, yeah, maybe it is 10 yards on pass interference, but it's still 4th down.
Well, that's probably equal because I don't think it was a hold on Center Grove, and whether or not that was pass interference.
Counter crisscross?
I think just straight counter.
No, it's not going to be counter crisscross here.
Wow. Okay.
A little off-tackle power there, trying to get the ball in Andre's hands. Andre has the opportunity to really, as you saw earlier, he has the best speed out there.
I think Thornburg and those guys are in on that tackle here. Noblesville's going to get a chance here with just 1:58 left. They're going to take over with really good field position at the Center Grove 37-yard line.
So I think you got to be aggressive here, but I think you got to be also careful too, right?
Clock's moving, and we don't have a play in. Guys, you got 3 timeouts. The clock's moving. What are you doing? Take a timeout. Take a timeout. Huh.
And that's a tough one there. 27 seconds off the clock.
Yeah. See, that's where it tricks you because I like when change of possession, I always just used to assume that the clock does not start till the snap, but he rolled the clock as soon as he spotted the ball.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the rule is there. I don't know if it's supposed to start there, but it started.
You just have to be aware, you know, somebody on the staff has to tell you, hey, clock's running, right? It looks like they were waiting on somebody's player, didn't realize they were in as what it appeared to be. I don't think they were waiting on a play. I think they were waiting on personnel.
Well, it's interesting. Just looking at this at day one and trying to identify, teams. Some years we have a clear favorite. Some years you got 2 or 3 guys. You're like, well, these 2, 3 teams look like they got a chance. I don't know what we've learned today. I think we've learned Ben Davis is better. Westfield's pretty decent.
Well, it goes back to what I'm telling. I think I've said it on here earlier. Week 1 doesn't tell me anything. It's week 2. You know, that tells me who's coaching, who's not coaching, and who's putting in the thing, because your jump is going to go from week 1 to week 2.
It's interesting with Brownsburg and Center or Carmel playing earlier. Now those two teams split and play these two teams. It will tell you a lot.
Right. Wow.
King Hall, he runs like a running back.
Yes, he does.
He gets that ball and he runs low, and his feet are so quick. He's a difference maker.
Who is that? Cornell?
That's King Hall. He's the 5th grader. He's the one that scored a touchdown earlier.
Oh, here we go back to that bunch set again.
Still down to 1 minute here.
A little tall sweep action here.
He's throwing it.
Oh, my.
Lefty throwing the ball.
Oh, my.
No flags on the play.
Nope. The old halfback, the old tall sweep pass.
Was that 11 or 12? I know 11's left-handed. I don't remember if Jimmy is or not. That's Bierstrom. He's left-handed. Bierstrom to King Hall. Wow. Hope you had 43 from the Grinders on your fantasy team today. That's 2 touchdowns for him.
with some receiving yards, right?
What a play. It's going to be interesting.
This is an important play. You know, they're going for 2. It's like, okay, do you go for 1 and make them have to decide, do they want to tie you or beat you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
When you got a 6-point lead, I'd normally go for 1.
Depends
Depends on what play.
Too.
If he feels like he's got to play, if it's a pass play or something, why not go for 2?
Boy, this formation has been just rock solid for them. This little bunch diamond. That's not really a diamond. It's just bunch trips.
Just throwing it to him in space.
Yep, don't. That's the thing with Center Grove. You turn it back up inside, those guys are there.
They're going to be
Geiger can absolutely run. You know, your best chance is getting on that edge.
Well, it's 14-8. Grinders with the lead. A little swagger out here.
45 seconds, though. You know, there's things can happen very quickly in 45 seconds. I think Center Grove has got some looks that they've had that they didn't have in years past. The staff's got some shotgun stuff set up really early, so it'll be interesting to see how deep they dive into that. But, man, Noblesville's had some nice big plays today.
Really have some good play designs. And Coach Hostetler's new to this, and he's very like an engineering mind, thinking things through a lot. But they've executed. They've executed what they tried to come out here and do.
You know, even though it's a new staff, that Center Grove staff is seasoned. You know, they've been in this situation before. You got a couple of guys that have coached at the varsity level. Coach Bennett, who's coaching again for his 85th year.
Yeah, wow.
And then you have a couple of guys that are helping them. A couple of young guys that are helping them. That was on my first state championship junior Trojan team, helping them out.
No kidding. Ain't that something?
Yep. Two of my better offensive linemen I've ever coached, Clay Hadley and Nick Davis.
Well, the other thing to consider here, and you think like this, obviously as a head coach, Noblesville gets the ball to start the second half. So if you're Center Grove, if you're getting the ball, you're not going to do anything crazy here, but you're probably thinking, well, shoot, I'm fixing to give them the ball right back. I might want to take a chance here.
Well, I would definitely be looking for counter crisscross here. Nope, inside ISO. There's something there that they see on that ISO that they like.
Well, they're one man away from breaking that one.
Exactly.
And, I mean, look at that wall that was almost built there. And they got 99 through on 99 from Center Grove, pulled, and Kyvan Harding-Riggle.
Big Tasty.
He was going at our safety there, and if that running back doesn't get tripped up, they had something there.
He was a starter for us last year.
There's Chris Cross as a fumble. Let's watch this. Okay, that'll be halftime. Connor Skelton comes up with the football. I'm curious to see who broke that play up. But, well, what a game. At halftime of the featured game in the IEFA Kickoff Classic, it's Noblesville Grinders 14, Center Grove Junior Trojans 8.
Yep.
We'll see you a little bit before the start of the third quarter with an update of today's action.
Audio Video Security is Indiana's premier K-12 audio, video, and security provider. Blades is a design-built firm that provides high-quality solutions that are designed, engineered, installed, and warranted by our team of experts. For 18 years, we've helped schools and local businesses see and hear more clearly. Whether it's your sound system, your displays, your network, or your building security, ask how our experienced team can serve you.
All right, welcome back to Beaver Stadium here in beautiful
Yes,
Noblesville,
sir.
Indiana.
Yes, sir. We got us a ball game.
We got us a ball game. I've never seen Noblesville with more points than Center Grove, Coach. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of liking it, but I'd rather beat you than Center Grove, to be honest.
Well, just you can't see on TV. Is there any movement in this hand whatsoever right now? Any shaking?
No.
Yeah.
No.
They're look. They're going to coach them up. They're going to come out. They're going to have a great. Coach Moore does it. He'll do a good job of getting these dudes ready to go. And I have a strong feeling they're going to come back and just be really, really aggressive here. So, look, we got about 2 minutes to kill real quick. Let's kind of talk about what's fun about this league. As you and I have been doing this for a long time. And what I enjoy most is watching all these kids grow up and see what they turn into and look at, where they are now in high school and in college and what have you. I know today we had 2 former junior Trojans playing today in the NFL, maybe 3, two former junior Trojans playing today in the NFL. But, for a lot of these kids, their NFL is right here on Friday night and probably – that's what they're looking for. So give me a real quick update on some of your past grinders that are in high school right now and some of the success they're having.
Yeah, my first grinder team just graduated, and they're off to various colleges. I know Logan Schaffner, who I think set the Noblesville all-time leading rusher record, is off to DePaul, and Gage Golly's off to Wabash, and that's my second team, which was the team I picked everyone on. My first official team that I kind of picked all the players are getting ready to be seniors, and they're good. I mean, they got a good group of men. It's funny as you get older. I had 6 of these kids come out to my house and come work for us in the summer as we expanded some things at the office. They're in there working and building shelves, and I look at all these guys, and they're all 6'3", 6'4", 240, and they were just 6th graders the other day. I swear. 2 weeks ago, they were playing on this field as 6th graders, and it's amazing how fast it goes. It's such a blessing to be able to coach and build those relationships, and those guys still call you Coach McCoy and Coach Blades, and they remember these years as special. And that was as a coach, it's X's and O's are great, but it's those life lessons, and I picked up so much from you, picking your brain over the years. Things like themes of the week and. For us, praying every practice and introducing these kids to kind of a biblical perspective was important to me and you as well. And these things carry on a long time in life, and I miss those things. I just don't miss all the work that it takes to really coach.
Yeah, and you just get so proud of their success that they had over the years. I know, and at our high school level right now, we've talked about Luke, but Luke's older brother that you remember, Kobe. I mean, he's going to be a junior. He's battling a little bit of a knee issue, and you see just how grown up he is and what a great young man he's turned into. To Gabe McWilliams, who'll be our quarterback this year, and it's really fun to watch these kids.
Yeah, it's you guys got such a tradition down there. It's incredible. I mean, how many years did you coach Junior Trojans?
2009 to 2015 years.
So those kids, your first team, those kids are 26, 27 years old now?
Yep. One of them, one of them is Joey Siderwitz, who's coaching at the high school. That was one of my first groups. He's helping out with the high school as the head JV coach as well. So, man, you talk about feeling old when you see him out coaching the high school team. It makes you really feel old.
Yeah, I tell you, it's fun. I mean, we were up here. My son just walked up. I remember coaching him in 3rd grade. Now he's our vice president of our company, and he's 24 years old, and he's a grown man.
Yep.
With terrific hair. Noblesville, all right, let's
and
back
a great
to the game.
mustache, too.
That's a good mustache. Noblesville's come out here to start the second half.
They're in this trip set. They found some success in this trips, and they're going to go back to it.
That's a backwards pass. That's Dawson Cornell. Good hit.
That was a great open field tackle there.
That was. Nolan Shipman came up, and, boy, it's a good thing he made that tackle because that was one cutback from being gone there.
Yep.
That was a lateral. But again,
that trips formation, that tight trips formation has been really successful for them.
Yeah, it's caused some problems for Center Grove to adjust to, and again, it's all new.
Yeah,
You know?
here they go. They're shifting their defensive front. They're shifting their defense now. Going to
Cornell
cover
again.
2.
About 2 yards off the weak side there. They're going no huddle here. They called 2 plays or
Making a little bit of shift here, changing a little change of pace with
King
with running
Hall's
back.
King Hall's back in for Cornell.
Yeah, I like the way Cornell runs.
Jackson's getting the call. He needs to step up. Yep, he's tight right. Oh, that was a mistake. Sometimes those are your plays that work out for you. Self-induced counters. I think we got a holding call on. It's called by the back judge. That's usually the area of holding there. Gives me a minute to think about, Coach. Want to talk a little bit about Noblesville lost a good one here in this offseason with a fellow named Joe Burgess, who Joe coached or refereed everything around here. You know him. I guarantee you know him from here. We called him Noblesville because he definitely liked his Millers, and we might have got a call or 2 out of Joe over the years. And man, we had a lot of fun with him, and such a wonderful guy, and just loved these kids, and loved everything Noblesville, and loved referee. I mean, it was about the baseball Babe Ruth fields. He's out here. He's at Dillon Park doing our in-house. He's refereeing basketball in the boys club. He's everywhere, and man, we really miss him. He was something special.
And those are people that are really important in your community. We have a guy that was similar to that, and man, still feel his loss today. But I understand exactly where you're coming from.
Yeah, to volunteer to get yelled at every night, it was great. Of course, he got paid a little bit, but he just loved to be there. Max Osborne throws it up to Caden Bierstrom. Almost a wonderful catch on 2nd and 20. Went over the top there.
I had to sit here and wait for a minute to look at the official to see if he called it or not. It's tough to tell in that shadow and those black jerseys.
Boy, he did. He almost caught it.
He sure did.
Bierstrom's quite the athlete. He was a big part of our team last year as a 2-way starter as a 5th grader, which is not easy to do in this league. That 1 year is a big, big deal.
Yeah, we got a couple of guys out here that are 2-year starters, 22 Andres and 42 Geiger.
Here's that trip set again.
Or, I'm sorry, 47 Geiger.
See, that's –
oh, boy. Incomplete. Probably a good incomplete.
I think Coach Morris hollering at the referees as he should be. That's an illegal formation. I watched that, and they run the trips, and the tight end was down here with the trips. That backside tackle was not covered.
It's tough when you scheme things and then you can't get it done because of officials. And I get it. Sometimes it's tough because it's a little different. They're looking at it from the side.
I think the tight end was just on the wrong side the last time is what happened. This is correct. This is fine. The stripers have to be covered. That's the key. There's Jackson on 4th and 20. He's kind of just giving them.
Hey, good throw. Good catch. Good tackles.
Yep.
Good tackles.
Camden Jackson gets a few yards, holding on to the football. Gets gang tackled. Once you can do that, you put yourself behind the chains with a holding call, and that's hard to overcome.
Yep.
You call it being behind schedule.
That's it.
It's hard to make up time when you're already behind schedule.
Well, and the good, we talk about little nuances in the IEFA, and I wish our middle school programs would go to this, but having 9-minute quarters is so nice versus
7 and 8.
Yes.
Ain't that crazy?
Little jet sweep action there to number 1. That is Leighton Ray. Gains about 3.
Yeah, it's interesting to see what Center Grove does here to try to get back in this. That's just a simple, kind of a delayed jet and a no-motion jet. I'm curious to see what Center Grove does to adjust to this. But, yeah, you go back to your point. I coach middle school ball 7th and 8th grade, and, boy, I was shocked at the 7-minute quarters. Because, we're out here playing
terrible.
9, and it's still a fast game.
Yeah. I agree.
Just not enough time to do much. Noblesville's close to offsides here up top.
Not focused on development. Here we go, belly a little bit. Geiger falling in traditional family situations with Luke and Kobe running belly.
Noblesville's definitely a little undersized inside up there, but they're holding their own. They're holding their own. My son came up and pointed out he really likes the way 54 Evan McCain's playing for us, and he has done a really nice job there at that end position.
Well, and your D tackles are playing really nice as well too. Little movement here, false start.
Something, I didn't see it, but they called it pretty quick.
I can tell it was like Blake Robards moved a little bit.
That was just jet sweep again, wasn't it?
Yeah. You know, it's
this coach is on the field for some reason. He's going to risk a penalty there.
Right.
I'm not sure why he's all the way on the field.
He's getting told right now to get off.
I've noticed this today that all the coaches and all the games have been in the white a lot. And depends on the officiating crew. I try to keep my guys back because they will call it the one time they're running up the white and they run into you.
Right.
That's a call you don't want.
A little bit of ISO here.
Good hard run.
Yep. So
good hard run.
This is they loaded this up a little bit.
Yeah. Andres comes in.
Yep. A little bit of ISO there. You got wing back and that fullback leading in there.
But see, you lost. Geiger got held up and had to stop and block a lineman that got penetration.
Yep.
You know, you need him out in front of that play.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, the one thing I think Center Grove needs to do here is they really need to get some movement here on the front four of Noblesville.
4th and 5. I think you guys got numbers on the strong side here.
There he goes, and he got the first down.
He probably did. Ooh, what's an interesting spot.
Goodness. Yeah, a very interesting spot. But they've already moved the chains. Yeah, I think he got across it. If the spot was the 45, he definitely got across it.
Okay, then. It was close.
It was close. Good run by Andres. Good tackle here.
3 minutes, 50 seconds left in this third quarter. A little tight wing right. Jet motion.
Yep.
Canada jumped that and read it real well, number 12, and missed the tackle, but he did turn it back into his team.
Again, running jet and getting 3 yards.
Inside backer just took off and got there. He was there. You guys are Center Grove's doing a good job. I look up and quite a bit, and I'll see a center or a tackle out on our safety. If they ever make those blocks first, second level, you're going to have something working.
Yeah, a little boot action.
Oh boy!
Here. Oh my goodness! Wow.
Number 1 for Center Grove, Leighton Ray, was running 10 yards behind the defense.
Yes,
there.
he was.
Was that just boot?
Yep, that's boot.
Yeah, the safety, Jackson jumped the tight end, and there was a third layer there that was wide open. Don't think they ain't going to come back to that.
Yeah, they're taking note of that for sure.
The Grinders defensive back coach probably is taking note of that too.
So 3rd and 6 now. Need something here to pick up 3, and I think you get into a little bit more comfortable position here.
I think it's going to run off right tackle with 22.
Little scissors action, yep.
He tried to cut it inside, and Jimmy Canada was there and said nope.
Canada's playing some ball, man.
Strong kid.
He's playing some ball. And you had him last year, right?
Yeah. He didn't play much, you know.
And that's the thing. I think parents, it's nice to see this. You know, you get transition of kids from 5th graders and see that maturity as a 6th grader. You know, I look out and I see Andrew Waters and I see Bishop out there on the offensive line and Bronson Grant and Big Taste. You know, these guys grow up, it seems like, over a summer. Boot again. They're coming back.
One's there again. Jackson did recover that time.
Oh.
Jackson recovered just enough that time because he was beat for a split second.
It looked like it hit off of his face mask. Who was that? Oh, man, it was there. Oh, yeah. It looks like that was Ray maybe. But you're right. They came right back to it.
That's tougher for that quarterback to roll that way, too, and throw it.
Yes. Good
Big
recovery
play.
defensively.
Yeah, and you touching on those guys playing, like I was thinking about Jimmy. He's a heck of a player. He would have played as a fifth grader on most of the teams I coached. But we were so loaded last year that it was tougher to get on the field. And you always question, should I try this, that, and maybe get kids. But they come back this year as a much better football player, and they're ready to lead, and it matters. Ozzy's going to toss right to King Hall, who is quite fast.
Wow.
Holy cow. Holy cow, he's fast. That's 7 or 8 yards. We didn't even get the edge block, and he still outran them all. But he
we're sitting in cover 2 there. Center Grove is in cover 2, so they don't have that extra edge support, so you're putting a lot on your backer there to get out there.
I look for that toss to come this way.
They're moving late here.
What a cut. This kid's something.
Oh, man.
He's something.
He's making guys miss in the backfield. He is really running really well here. Looks like Center Grove's late to make the adjustment there.
Really nice cut. 72 did his job. I mean, he set the edge perfectly, and just 43 is hard to get a hold of. But, you know, I was telling Coach Ely earlier, because he's like, well, everybody's been happy. I haven't got any complaints. I'm like, yeah, you don't. But tonight's the day that some of these parents have never been to one of their kids' games and their kid don't get on the field. So that's the first time that you experience that. Even though you know it's coming, it's hard. And I, as a parent, it's hard to go to your kid's game and they don't play. So, but you got to look at the big picture of this and what's to be learned, what's to be gained, and
I mean, you got people that are more concerned. They would rather their kid play and lose than not play and win. And you know, you're right. It's about building a culture, but it's also about having that teaching moment with your child.
It's about life. I mean, life's not always fair. You just get after it.
Right.
What are you going to do? Be a victim or get back up and try to find a way the next time? And sometimes coaches are wrong. Sometimes we do make mistakes, and this kid should have played more of that one. But your option as a parent is to teach him resiliency or teach him to make excuses.
Yeah, and let's not forget we just had a great run up there, right up the middle by the fullback. It looked like they changed fullbacks. No, we got a new fullback into the game now.
28, London Rollins. They've got some. I mean, we got some itty-bitty dudes here. That's the end of the third quarter. I'll tell you what.
Wow.
End of the third quarter. Noblesville 14, Center Grove 8. Take a short break.
Audio Video Security is Indiana's premier K-12 audio, video, and security provider. Blades is a design-built firm that provides high-quality solutions that are designed, engineered, installed, and warranted by our team of experts. For 18 years, we've helped schools and local businesses see and hear more clearly. Whether it's your sound system, your displays, your network, or your building security, ask how our experienced team can serve you.
Welcome back to Beaver Stadium. As we start the fourth quarter, we got a great game between two really good youth football teams here. Noblesville Grinders are up on Center Grove Junior Trojans 14-8 as we start the quarter. Noblesville does have the football at their own 40.
Man, we've had some great football today. Tremendous football games today.
3rd and 4. King Hall has been a difference maker today. That's London Rollins, the fullback on a run. He's going to be close to the first down.
He's a little guy. He's not very big at all. But, sometimes just a change of pace in terms of running back is really nice to have. Just a little, maybe he's a little bit tougher to see, or maybe he has a little bit different running style. And that change of pace is what I like to call it. When you kind of make some substitutions, it really goes a little bit different.
The referee just gave him a first down, and it was
close. I'm surprised they're not checking these spots.
Yeah, me too. I'm not mad about it. Here comes King Hall off the edge with a nice cutback. 5-6 yards there on the toss. Here it is. If you see the edge, for some reason your 6 tech just ran inside gap there. I don't know if that's a play or was that a?
Yeah, So I don't know. Yeah,
Was that a twist?
Again, I don't know what their scheme is defensively, but it looks like you're out. Your backer Geiger sets the perimeter. You got to have some good flow there. Looks like they sniffed that one out pretty quick.
Yeah, they tried to hit London Rollins up the middle again, and
Bronson Grant in on that one.
yeah, that guy came all the way across the field there. Big number 91. He's a player.
Cash Daniels.
Yeah, Cash Daniels came 2 gaps over to just really close that play
I tell
up.
you what, Cash is a kid that as he continues to grow, his ceiling is so high football-wise. Not to mention he lives with a guy that calls the plays on Friday night from the defensive side of the ball at Center Grove. So
Oh, his dad's the D coordinator?
his dad is the D coordinator.
How about that?
But Cash is filling into his own right here, man. He's really coming off the ball here, playing really well.
Noblesville had a little bit of confusion on their personnel and play, so they just went ahead and took a timeout. Probably smart play.
Well, this is a big play. It's 3rd down here, right?
Yeah, and they're just outside of field goal range. It's third and about 4 from the 31, and they would love to, at a minimum, put a couple more first drives.
So real quick,
together.
while we got timeout, let's go back through the games today. Give people a quick recap. Westfield, Ben Davis.
Heck of a ball game.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right.
Two pretty good teams.
Westfield went for 2 on the last play of the game for the win and did not convert.
Correct. Right down
They
here.
scored.
in
Yeah, they scored with less than 2 seconds on the clock. Went for 2 and did not get it. So Ben Davis wins that one. HSE and Pike was back and forth, went into overtime. HSE pulls it out in overtime. Pike had a couple of penalties in overtime that set them back. They had 3 penalties in a row. And then we had Carmel Brownsburg, and what we thought was going to be just a tight ball game all the way through. And then Brownsburg just kind of found their mojo in that second half and just kind of really won the second half there. And now we got us a great ball game here.
That's been a great day of football for the IEFA. Wow.
Oh, man. Man, you know, that's so risky because as an offensive coach, you're just like, please close your eyes and sing happy birthday on this call. We're not doing anything. We used to call it happy birthday. Close your eyes, sing happy birthday.
Just don't even think about it.
Don't even think about it.
See, in my years, we never go on 2. We either ran it or I called what's called no play.
Right.
And that became a big thing here in the last several years. Everybody calls it the freeze play, and no huddle teams do it a lot. Man, they're being just creative enough and just finding those little gaps. And, you know, I think Max Osborne's like 6 out of 7 today or something at quarterback. Just nice little throws, easy throws.
Yep.
Zayden Stanner, number 3, out making a nice downfield block on that play. 2nd and 4. See, I might use a little clock here.
A little twist action here.
What a stiff arm.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow. And they had a horse collar, but they ain't going to call that probably.
You got to get into the back of the jersey there.
This kid has running back in his DNA, Coach. I mean, you don't teach that.
No, you don't.
You just don't teach that.
It will be enough for another Grinders first down.
He's special.
Joseph Swift was in on that series there.
King Hall is making a name for himself today. 5th grader, 2 touchdowns. Lots of big plays.
He is an impressive 5th grader, for sure.
There's Jimmy
Inside
Canada.
give there, yeah.
Jimmy Canada, he's a big one. He's a big one.
Wow.
He runs hard.
For the Grinders, pick up at 10. That'll be first and goal from the 1-yard line.
I'd run that same play right now.
Little QB
Quarterback.
sneak right in the middle there.
Wow, Max Osborne with the sneak. Look at all those former grinders down there.
It's important, man. You build tradition, and it starts down here, and it you know, those former grinders are loving this.
They've never seen it.
Max Osborne on the carry for Noblesville.
You know, that's what's nice about playing at home, and you get former players back out, and you get kids that are coming up in the program, and that's what they want to be, and that's what they want to do. And you know, it's important. I think playing these home games are really, really important for people to experience this.
I think the kid you were asking me about a halftime standing by the goalpost there. There's that same play.
Yeah.
Excellent play.
And the quarterback is crafty, man.
Maxie's an athlete. Got great feet.
Max Osborne.
Great feet and a great arm. He's a smart kid.
I'll tell you what, if Noblesville High School coach is here, he's seen an impressive day by Mr. Canada. But, hey, let's give those 5 guys up front. Let's give those 5 guys up front some credit, too, man. They are not Osborne's not feeling any pressure right now.
Not really. They're doing a pretty darn good job. You know, they're undersized, but
Yep.
they're getting after it, and they're opening some holes. And Coach Hostetler, the OC, has designed a really nice playbook here to take advantage of where they're good. You know, where
Yep.
they have advantages, they're able to capitalize right now. And
Yep. You know, I haven't seen many. You know, they ran a couple on short yardage plays, but they have really not focused on between the tackle much at all. There's a lot of everything they've done has been attacking the edge right now.
And I think that's where they feel like, you know, Center Grove has the advantage in between those tackles, and they're able to capitalize on it.
Such a scary play.
Look who made the tackle. King Home. Where was he at when I needed him?
Nolan Shipman on the carry there on the return for Center Grove. You know, we've seen both teams kick it deep. You know, one of the things that I learned very early on. I think I went and watched a game, and a really long name blast from the pass. A kid that played at Warren years ago that Ely knows, McKelty Williams. I saw him take it back, and I thought, man, I don't know if I'd ever kick it deep with a kid like that. Oh, no.
Probably a holding call. That's Zayden Stanner off the deflection. And they called a block in the back here on 54. Called a block in the back on Evan McCain on that return. There's a flag down here in the middle. I don't know if it was a block in the back or not. I saw the contact.
I don't see. Oh, I see it now. Man,
he picked it up.
Why though? I mean, you know, that's one of the things that you holding.
Defensive holding. I don't understand what just happened.
Man, right on the.
Yeah, I don't understand. It was a heck of a play. There's 2 flags on the play. They called defensive holding, I believe. Okay, I think it's holding on the offense. And
Here
then
we
there's
go. We got the official coming to us now.
He picked up that flag, that block in the back. He thought better of it. That'll be a touchdown for Zayden Stanner.
Wow.
I saw what they called the block in the back on McCain, and it was close. I think he just thought better of it after he dropped the flag. Watch 54 back here. See him right up the top. Yeah, I don't think that was affecting the play, but you still can't do that.
Man, you can't touch. You get deep down into the guys out in front of you. Why? Right.
Right. He saw it. He flagged it. He may have asked another opinion. Coach Moore over there at Center Grove is not happy.
No, he's not.
Yes, sir.
Well, we got 5 minutes 11 seconds here. This game is not over though. I mean,
No.
you saw Center Grove score in 2 plays earlier. It is not over.
That was another touchdown brought to you by Noblesville Trophies. We haven't mentioned them enough. There's been all kinds of touchdowns, and we're avoiding them. So if you need any trophies, plaques, anything like that. Banners and signs, Logan Street signs are all under one roof, guys. They do it all for you. You can pull in there and get a trophy for your fantasy football and get a banner to hang on your wall. Anything you want, they'll make it happen.
I heard they have a large stock of Sean Blade's bobbleheads in there.
They do. It's amazing.
I heard some people were buying them up to use as target practice too.
Yeah, they put them out on stumps and get out the 12 gauges and get after it. Yep.
Coach Smithy tries to hit his driver at it every day.
Here's your trips package again.
Little motion, pre-snap.
Ooh.
Oh, man,
Same
he got
play.
hit right as he threw.
Well, they sniffed it out that time.
Yes.
We went to the well one too many times there. But
Yep.
So, with 5:11 left, it's Noblesville Grinders 28, Center Grove Junior Trojans 8. And kind of a shocker, to be honest with you. It's a heck of a game. Now, next week, we believe we got another great game for you, Coach. I think you and I are going to be in Brownsburg next Saturday. 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, something like that.
Something like that. So each week there's a game of the week.
Yes, sir.
In this conference that is tremendous, which I think is absolutely tremendous because it gives parents and relatives or grandparents and relatives that maybe don't live local a chance to see friends and family that they would like to see. And you know, this is a great brand of football for 5th and 6th grade football. This is a great brand of football.
It's good stuff. Next week we got Center Grove. These Trojans here will rebound. They'll be at Brownsburg. And what should be a heck of a game. 2 good teams, good facilities out there in Brownsburg. You and I'll be calling that game.
Right.
This is on Hamilton County TV, which we try to keep most of the games here for logistical reasons. But it's blessed the day that we were able to get all 8 teams on here. Number 10 scoops that up for Center Grove and brought down by Zayden Stanner and some others.
Man.
In 2 weeks, we'll be back here with Westfield and Noblesville.
Number 10, Cameron Dr. New Balance Lay on that return.
Dr. New Balance?
Dr. New Balance. I heard that he has requested his teachers refer to him as Dr. New Balance as well.
All right. If you guys know Cameron Lay,
Dr.
from
New
here
Balance.
on, let's call him Dr. New Balance.
All right, big play here. Well, Center Grove's going to go to the shotgun sets here. Try to advance the ball quickly down the field.
Little bubble screen to 4. That's Nolan Shipman.
Not bad play. Pick up about 8. We got to move a little bit quick, though. You're down 3 scores, so you got to move quick here.
See, there's bad experience from Jimmy Canada trying to be a good sport, but he picks the ball up and gives it to the ref to hurry the game along. The clock's your friend right now. You want that clock to run, Jimmy. Come on now.
Jimmy, pick it up. Let's go, Jimmy.
2nd and 4. Center Grove with the jet motion. Shipman again.
Yep. Man, he looks good in the open field. Oh, great move.
Got a holding call again on the edge. I'd like to see it again.
It's Center Grove. They're going to call a hold.
I feel like there's been a lot of holds. Let's see if there was a hold.
Man, I think he's working that framework there.
We have some Ben Davis officials here. I'm still mad at you guys from a few things. I don't know. All right, we're going to look at this in slow mo to see.
Going, but, you know, the tough thing is they're going to call it right here at the top.
That's pretty good there. That's a pretty big hold there.
Yeah, that's a little bit closer. I thought they called it right there, not so much early. Yep.
I don't know. Yeah, that's a pretty legit hold.
Call the field is holding on Center Grove. That'll be a 10-yard penalty. We'll replay 2nd down.
And the key there is, and you as a football coach, get your butt lower, get your hands inside. Just beat him to the spot. It's never going to be called.
Well, you mentioned the key thing, though. It's all about your feet.
Yeah.
It's all about your feet.
Noblesville's going to have to burn another timeout for some reason. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I had 12 on the field, I believe.
Well, I don't know if they were set defensively.
Yeah, Grant Hell came in and seemed a little confused where he was supposed to be lining up there. I told Coach Ely, and I told the team I got to talk to him on Thursday night out here for a minute.
Oh, they had you out?
Well, I came out to watch a couple minutes. I have to stay away because, you know, I'm a jerk, and I wonder why they change anything that I did. But I did talk to the team. He asked me to, and I just talked about toughness, about what you helped me figure that out with our team, that we weren't tough enough. And what you just do is you just don't accept getting hurt and crying and all this stuff. And if you watch both of these teams, I ain't seen any trainer ain't been out there.
Right.
And this has been a physical football game. But it's good to see tough kids, and we just lack resiliency these days. But I talked to him, and I reminded him. I pointed over here because we practice over on that turf, and I pointed over here. I said, we have never lost a game on this turf, ever. In 2 seasons, we're undefeated. I said, don't lose that. Because the one time we lost a home game last year was to you, but the band had something going on. You beat us at the middle school, so it don't count.
Here we go. So I do remember my first game at Noblesville.
Which one's that?
Which was my youngest son's 5th grade year.
Titus?
Yep. Titus's 5th grade year. We played Noblesville
over there
at the old stadium. Yep. And, man, from where that program was back then to where it is now, you couldn't be happier because they went through a lot of transitions, and what you've done has been amazing.
We've been blessed. It's a fun group and fun team, and I'm so happy to see Jeremy piggyback on a little success and honestly doing something I could never do. I never did beat this dang Trojan team. Of course, you were in charge then, and I argue that makes things a little harder.
No. This is a good group. No, man, this group of coaches, you will find this team will come back and they'll bounce back. But we still got time on the clock here yet.
Yeah,
Let's not count this out yet.
I
Shipman on the carry.
I think we'll see you again.
Oh, man.
23 for Noblesville. Everett L. has been in on a lot of things. He's a scrappy little rascal.
Yep.
I had a guy last year tell me that, hey, I coach this kid in baseball. You might want to look at him on the grinders. And Everett made it down to the last cut or two as a 5th grader. And remember him. He was tough, but he's definitely come out this year and
but you know what? Hopefully, 2 things. One, maybe he took it a little bit personal and said he was going to get better. Because I think there's a lot to that. And I think the other thing too is it's like, hey, don't give up, don't quit. Things change from one year to another year, especially at this age. I mean, this is this age group. People don't believe it's a race into and out of puberty.
Yeah, and it's a big deal when you got a couple of kids that are a little closer to that rite of passage than others. There's Jimmy Canada up the gut. Expect to see the grinders just take their time and run the ball. 2 minutes to go.
Yep. Number 8 in there, Finke. I had him last year, and he's playing really well right now. For Center Grove, he was in on that tackle. Him and Geiger both.
Henry Finke. Well, it's been an interesting game. Noblesville's in control here with the ball, just trying to run out this clock, and both teams are going to have to, think, what do I do next week? You'd rather win the last one than the first one. So there's a long way to go in this season. Jimmy Canada running hard.
Man, he is running hard.
Protecting that football, too. Picks up a few. It's going to bring up a 3rd and a route 5. I'm assuming this is where, as a coach, you're like, if you could take 2 knees, but there's no guarantee Coach Moore ain't going to call timeout. So,
man, Canada kind of looks like your 2 guys from last year with Skelton and
Hargis.
Hargis, yeah.
Yeah, he looks a lot like him. I saw him up here earlier. He's got great hair. I mean, it's amazing what he's done with that stuff. And,
we got to settle in defensively here. We need to get a stop.
Hargis. Wow. Canada there. We got a hold call, I believe. I'm sure Coach Moore's like, yeah, now you call it. That's going to bring up a 3rd and about 13. Under a minute to go in this game. I think it's safe to say Noblesville's going to start the season 1-0, and Center Grove's going to start season 0-1. Now what do you do,
Yep.
And you guys got Brownsburg next, which I didn't get a good look at Westfield and Ben Davis, but I feel like Brownsburg was going to be one of the top teams to beat this year.
Yeah, I think all the way through this league, I think there's going to be a lot of parity here. I think, after looking today, Noblesville may have maybe the odds-on favorite after today. But man, it's week to week, right?
Really
Oh,
is.
great job, Finke.
Is that number
8?
What number is that?
Number 8, Henry Finke.
Who's running the ball? Is that 34? Connor Simmons? Yeah, Connor
Yes, it
Simmons.
is. You said that's Coach Simmons' son, right?
Yeah, it's fifth grade son.
Yep.
Well, folks, they're going to let the clock run out here. What a great week in the books for IEFA football. This game's going to end with the Noblesville Grinders on top, 28-8 over the Center Grove Junior Trojans. Look forward to seeing you guys next week. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Tony Thomas Art, Blades Audio Video, Noblesville Trophies. We'll see you guys next week from Brownsburg. Enjoy it, Coach McCoy.
Hey, absolutely. See you next week.